Good morning, cool cats and kittens. It's Uncle Matt here. It's about 5:30 a.m. at the moment. You may be expecting a Marvel Monday, but we're doing something a little different today. Had something a little bit more timely, a little bit more news relevant to do a video of, because in about 30 minutes, Disney is scheduled to launch access to their parks reservation system that they're utilizing to manage capacity in the parks with everything that's going on in the world. So I am up this morning tasked with being the person tech savvy enough to make park reservations for my family. If anybody's, it's a sad statement that I'm the one who's tech savvy enough to be tasked with this mission. Quick little background, my family's scheduled to go to Disney in October. And with everything going on in the world, Disney has implemented a reservation system for their parks where no park hopping, you just reserve one park a day. That way they know how many they're having booked for each park each day and can manage capacity. Makes sense, it's what you gotta do right now. But here's the thing. So today, June 22nd, 6 a.m., anybody with an existing resort reservation with Disney and active tickets between opening date, July 11th, and the longest out they've got booked, which right now is September of 2021, anybody who has a hotel reservation and tickets in that window can reserve their park days as of 6 a.m. this morning. That is so many people. I can't even put a number on how many people that is. And if you know anything about Disney technology websites, not a great track record. So my bet, my guess, and I would put the house on this if I had a house, my wife has the house, website's gonna crash, or the system just won't work, or it'll all go to crap. So up a little bit early to get a little bit of coffee, get a little brain juice as we call it. I don't think anybody calls it that. But we're gonna give this whole parks reservation thing a try. I don't have any particular preference on what parks, what day. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I mean, it was funny, a podcast I listened to, somebody in the Q&A part of it, asked the host, what would be your recommendations for what day to reserve what park? And the host were like, how does anybody, would anybody know that question right now? Nobody has operated under this system. Nobody knows how any of this works. It's all just a crapshoot. My guess, just in general on this vacation that we have planned for October, is that probably just reschedule it. Because right now, no park hopping, no fireworks, no parades, no character meet and greets, no fast passes. This wonky reservation system. Having to wear a mask all day in 100-degree heat. I'm trying to get to 8 because 8's my favorite number. Oh, and me and Justa don't even actually have tickets. The rest of the family has tickets, but me and Justa don't. So hey, 8 reasons why it's very likely that we'll just dump this trip, because doing the big, if it was just like a quick trip down, hit the parks real quick, see what's going on, have some fun, that's one thing, but the big, full family Disney trip is a little bit too expensive to do a 30% version of Disney. But it's not till October. A lot can change between now and then. Hopefully a lot can get better between now and then. And maybe this vacation can actually happen in a fun and fulfilling way. So the reason, just to go back, rewind, that Jesta and I don't have tickets and everybody else does, I had planned to buy an annual pass this year because I had at least 4, maybe 5 trips planned, loosely, I say planned, in about a 12-month period at least. I was gonna go with some friends in June. I was going to go for a whole week in July to referee a soccer tournament. Then I had the family trip in October. Then I was going to go down in January for the race series. So just there, that was just 4 trips that I knew of. So that was, annual pass would have taken care of itself on those 4 trips alone. And I'm sure I could have thrown together some random kind of surprise pop-up trips throughout that time. Anyway, so my plan was to get an annual pass at some point. We booked this vacation in January. So I wasn't going to be going till June. So my thought, and our travel agent agreed with me on this, was you don't need to book your annual pass till you're actually going to go for the first time, because what you can do is, and this is kind of a nice trick, you could do, there's no tickets available for purchase right now because they're trying to make sure they have the ability to host the people that have already purchased tickets. So for now, until they get a better handle on how many people they have coming to the parks, no tickets available for purchase, no annual passes available for purchase. So rewinding back again. So we booked this vacation in January. So if you can, it seems so long ago, but if you can remember what the world was like in January, it was not unreasonable to be like, yes, I'm going to go to Disney World in June and I'll buy my annual pass on that trip. Because what you could do is, I could have bought just, 3-4 day passes for whatever day, because it was going to be a shorter trip on that one. And while on that trip or shortly after that trip, I could then put the money I'd paid for those tickets towards an annual pass. So almost like a down payment on an annual pass. They're about $1,200, $1,300. So, pay almost half of it up front. And then once the trip's done, then upgrade to an annual pass, and you've paid half of it already. You can pay the rest then. So makes a lot more sense than paying $1,300 up front. Split up the cost a little bit. It's one option you kind of have as a non-Florida resident. Florida residents can do monthly payment plans, which is nice. But so that was my plan. And obviously I'm not going to pay $1,300 before June, because I'm not going till June. That'd waste a few months in between. Now, where Jessica got screwed over on this is, when you make hotel reservations, it's on the tickets with the reservations, it's all or nothing. Either everybody who's in the hotel room has to have a ticket attached to the hotel room, or nobody can. So since I was going to have an annual pass, Jessica couldn't get a ticket with her hotel reservation with our hotel reservation together. So once again, couldn't buy Jessica's ticket. I could have bought Jessica's ticket at any point in time that I wanted to, but once again, vacation wasn't until October. Not in a rush to spend a whole lot of money, so I was like, nah, I'll just buy it when we get closer to time for the trip. Fast forward to today, where tickets are no longer available to be purchased. It's one of those things where you feel dumb, you feel like you messed up, but in January, I don't think I could have possibly foretold this happening. And if I could, I probably should have been messing with some stocks or something, because I'd be doing pretty good right now. I don't know if I could be doing really good right now. I don't know if it's possible to do good on the stock market right now. Let me know in the comments down below. Put up some stock symbols. I'll go buy some stuff. I don't care. As you know from these videos, I've got nothing but time. So, but winding back around, my family, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, cousin, do have hotel reservations. They do have tickets. So I'm online utilizing their accounts this morning to try to go ahead and lock in their park reservations for the times we're there. Disney has said that once they have a better idea of what ticket availability might look like, they may put additional tickets, additional hotel options up for sale later at an unidentified point later this year, just basically whenever they know something. So for me and Jessica, we're kind of waiting and watching on when or if that might happen. But go ahead and getting park days reserved for everybody else since we can. So ultimately, that's kind of the nice thing is Disney right now has changed their cancellation policy to where you've got up to, I think it's within 7 days of your trip to cancel. So, even though everything right now makes it look like this trip is not going to be worth it, not something we should do, we've got plenty of time to let things play out and see how things actually are closer to the time of the trip in October. So soon as we get the chance to test this system out, we're gonna launch it and see if we can get in. As I mentioned earlier, my prediction is complete collapse and fail by Disney, but who knows? They could surprise us. But I just wanted to do this as the video today because, you know, most of my videos, I don't know how much you can tell. A lot of them, sometimes they're filmed a few days in advance, sometimes even like weeks in advance. And I just throw them on the schedule wherever I have a spot. But this seemed timely and newsworthy, so I thought, you know, for once I'll be in the know. I'll be up to date. So, might still post a Marvel Monday later. Might bump Marvel Monday to Tuesday. We've been doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule for the videos recently, but I know everybody's going to be really upset if they don't get a Marvel Monday this week. It'd be very crushing to people. I literally, you know, have people texting and tweeting and DMing me right when I wake up on Monday mornings like, hey, just want to check in, make sure Marvel Monday's coming today. So I don't want to let the Marvel Monday fans down because they are our most loyal, most dedicated fans. So maybe have a bonus video today, this and a Marvel Monday video. Maybe just this. Maybe Marvel Monday on a Tuesday. It's kind of like how sometimes WWE used to do Monday Night Raw on Tuesday nights if like the Westminster Dog Show was on. Feels weird, but needs to happen. So I'm going to keep drinking my brain juice, and when the time comes, we'll give this whole rigmarole a shot. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what happens. So look at what we've got on the page as we wait. So not exactly crashed, but definitely seems to be, as expected, a lot of people trying to access it all at the same time, so not too terribly surprising. And just for the heck of it, I also opened up a Chrome tab to see if it was the same result on Google Chrome as it was on Safari, and currently yes it is, so we'll keep you posted. I'm having flashbacks to me being the person tasked with buying Blink-182 tickets in high school and always managing to fail and not get signed up for them, and we're end up in the back row of whatever amphitheater we're going to that summer. Real ones know. I think that's what the kids say. Just jumping over to Twitter real quick, scroll around, see confirmation everybody else is sort of in the same boat as the rest of us. Plenty of tweets and memes and GIFs, and everybody seeming to have the same issues here. And taking a quick look at Disney Parks' actual Twitter account, no mention of the reservation system being open or any issues with it. I don't know if that's like part of a plan to like not get as many people hitting it all at once. Maybe don't bring attention to the fact that it's available, but no tweets or updates about it from Disney as of this morning. So roughly 2 hours into the launch of the reservation system, still got this screen on the Chrome and Safari tabs that I have open, but switched over to my phone and found something interesting that might work a little bit better. So I decided to attack this from a third angle, and I went to the mobile site on my phone. This is just a screen recording of me clicking through and trying to check it out. So I was actually able to get in and log in to my Disney experience on my phone, the mobile website, which I wasn't even able to do that on the main website.
And it got me to this screen where at least I have a countdown clock letting me know that in theory I should be getting in and being able to access the reservation system in about 13 minutes.
It's kind of annoying. I don't know if we'll catch one here, but every couple of seconds there starts to be, maybe not every couple of seconds, but every once in a while, there starts to be a little activity on the page and it starts to look like something might be happening. And then it just like reboots back to this page that we've been on forever. Probably won't do it now that I want it to do it, but this is the life I've chosen to live. Do something, you jerk. Oh, there it went. See, that's what I was talking about. It's like, oh, we're refreshing, we're reloading, you're going to a new page. Nope, you're back to the pink castle.
All right, so one thing that's really fun about this countdown clock is that it is constantly resetting. Every about 30 seconds, it kind of kicks back a little bit. So you can see there as we get towards 30, it's probably going to kick it back up to 15. Nope, okay, so made me look stupid. All right, so now this one, you actually will see that it does kick back. So it's going to count down to 14, and then it's going to jump back to 14:30. Boom. All right, so after a 15-minute countdown that actually took closer to 30 to 45 minutes, we are at the final buzzer. And what is this? What am I looking at? Why is there nothing on here that should be on here? So it looks like that was just a complete waste of time. Because definitely don't see anywhere I can reserve a park reservation on this page that's a blank page.
All right, so roughly around the same time, the countdown on my phone ended, only for the website to just not work once it ended. I was able to finally log in on the actual computer and got to the countdown page here, but we're getting the same kind of deal we had on the phone where every time the countdown clock hits one of the 30-second intervals, which we'll see here in just a second, it kind of reboots itself and kicks back at least 30 seconds, sometimes more. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, didn't kick us back any that time. That's nice. So we'll keep going on this and see if this gets us anywhere better than what the mobile site did. I was going to make a joke that I think this is the first time a mobile site has worked better than a desktop site, but sure enough, after the countdown ended, the website actually didn't work. So shock of all shocks. All right, so the countdown on the website ended, and much like what we had on the mobile site, we got kicked over to this page that is just what would normally be at the bottom of a page, but there's nothing on the actual page to click or do anything with, so hits keep coming. So now, looks like the next thing you do is you go to your date and you pick the park you want to go to. All right, so we hit the first snag in making reservations for Friday the 9th. It is showing one or more parks not available for Disney Park Pass selection, and they are all unhighlighted and unavailable for selection. So as of right now, Friday the 9th on our trip, we would not be able to go to a Disney park that day, so that's great. All right, so 3.5 hours later, I've got all of the park reservations done. All right, that is going to do it today. I think I've done as much damage as I possibly can do. Don't think I can stand to stare at my screen any longer unless I'm watching a video or doing something that's gonna entertain me. The system's not terrible. It, obviously
Took some time. It was overloaded. Took a while to get in and get everything done. But once I was in, it was pretty easy to operate, pretty easy to get the reservations. Only hit that one snag. That one Friday didn't have any park days available, apparently, which doesn't bode well for there being availability for me and Jessica to get added onto later. But, you know, it is what it is. Playing everything by ear. We'll see how things go over the next couple months as we get closer to the scheduled time of the trip. Once again, don't know if it's going to happen. It may not. We'll see. One thing that's interesting to note is we're booked to stay in Port Orleans, the French Quarter, but there's no opening date for that. It's one of only 4, maybe 5 resorts that they have not announced a reopening date for. So if we were to go, there's a chance we would get moved to a different resort. I don't know if it'd be better. I don't know if it'd be worse. I don't know if it'd be the same. I don't know. That's the kind of thing that's going on right now, is there's a lot of unknowns with all this. But needless to say, I'm glad I got something done. I'm glad I got the system, figured it out to where if I have to go back in and do more with it, I've kind of had a test run on it. But like I said at the start of the video, you know, this was a little bit of a change from what we normally do on Mondays. Marvel Monday usually comes in here, but since this was launching today, it was kind of timely, something, you know, relevant. Some people might find a use out of even, I don't know. But I figured I'd do this, get it out there, go from there. Like I said, we might even put out a Marvel Monday today still. We might put out a special Tuesday edition of Marvel Monday tomorrow if we don't put it out today. I don't know. But you know how you can know? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get all notifications, and you will be notified as soon as we publish the Marvel Monday video and every other video that we ever publish, including Catterday. Have you been checking those out? They're like 30 seconds. It's just me playing with the cats. Whatever. But give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions over the process of utilizing the park reservation system, you can ask those down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Like I said, wasn't too bad. Just had to wait. That was what it was. The waiting is the hardest part. Tom Hardy said that, I believe. You can also buy a t-shirt down below if you want. But that's all I got today. Keep doing what we do. Get to Disney. If I get to go to Disney, I don't want you all up in my business. So do what Bob Iger has told us all to do. And don't stand so close to me. I got nothing but